All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1078, McKinney case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss McKinney.
Yes, Your
We're back.
Yes.
I hope we are in better spirits.
I am.
Okay, good. And we're not going to allow each other to press each other's buttons, right?
Correct.
We'll
Okay,
see what she
ready.
does.
Okay, so we took the DNA testing, had all that done. Did you all have any problems with that?
No, none at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, have the two of you had an opportunity to speak at all?
We've
No
spoken.
way. No.
Lies.
All right. Okay. We spoke for 30 seconds. That doesn't count. I didn't want to talk to you. You came up to me. I tried to end the conversation as quick as possible.
Your Honor, permission to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not true. He called me and he asked me, he said, look.
Welcome to a new episode of Support Court with Judge Vonda B. Right from the jump, this case has fireworks written all over it. We're introduced to Miss McKinney and her ex, and you can instantly feel the tension in the room. Judge Vonda tries to keep things calm, but that lasts for about 10 seconds. Miss McKinney wastes no time. She says he begged to put it on her one more time before the DNA test even came in. Wait, what? Have you ever seen a paternity case start this off? The rails, what would you do in her shoes?
I mean, that's a lot in 30 seconds.
Really?
No. That's not what I said, but
When he lies, he puts his hand up like that on his cheek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a lie pose.
And you
Austin,
found
Your
all that out in 72 hours?
I did.
Interesting. Okay. So,
you see how aggressive she is about this? This
I'm
is
just excited.
She doesn't need help for her daughter.
Just
This is
come on
about
with the
revenge.
results,
This
please.
is clearly about getting back at me and punishing me for not, I don't know, staying with her forever. I don't know.
Results, please.
but it's been 9 years.
I know it's been, odd timing, isn't it? Right when I have a fiance and have a son, that's when she chooses to do this? Isn't that kind of odd timing here, Your Honor?
I mean, the timing does seem a little interesting.
I just came to the realization that, hey, I can do it alone, but I don't have to do it alone. If he's taking care of his other son and his fiance, that's fine. I don't need him to take care of me or my daughter, but it would be the right thing to do. And that's what he's going to do.
And
If he's the father.
He's the father.
Okay, and you're sure of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, well, I mean, bailiff, we have those results.
Got your cashier's check. Because I don't want a
That's
personal
not
check.
nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We don't know if he's even going to be
As the
the...
verbal sparring heats up, the alleged father accuses Miss McKinney of using this case as revenge. He says she only brought it up now because he's engaged and has a new baby. Suspicious timing or coincidence? Miss McKinney claps back with cool confidence, saying she doesn't need him, but the right thing to do is to support his child, if he's the father. It's more than a custody issue here. It's about doing the right thing, no matter how messy the past is. The judge tries to steer things back to the facts, reminding both parties that the DNA results will decide this. But the ex isn't done. He starts talking about appealing the case and even throwing around restraining orders like it's going to stop child support. Judge Vonda literally has to break it down. That's not how any of this works. The drama is sky high, and we haven't even seen the test results yet.
I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
Is there an appeal process even if I am the father?
What would you be appealing exactly?
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, harm my relationship with my family, I consider that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file maybe a restraining order, and that would prevent me from, if I had a restraining order against her, that would prevent me obviously from having to pay for her child support, wouldn't it?
What is that, a restraint?
No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative though, but that's not how any of that works. So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
All right.
Let's get it over with.
All
Drum
right.
roll.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney, because we can't say a child's name.
Right.
There is no probability he can be the father.
What did they say? What?
You hear that?
What'd you say, Your Honor?
You laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when you
I didn't hear.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the
louder.
only white person she's been with.
There is
Remember that?
no probability that he is the father.
Okay, so first of all, no disrespect to you.
Here it comes. The moment of truth. Judge Vonda opens the envelope and the courtroom goes silent. Then, boom. There is no probability that he is the father. Gasps, disbelief, awkward silence. Miss McKinney refuses to accept it. She's convinced the results are rigged and blames his uncle, who's an attorney. Do you think she's in denial or onto something suspicious?
Wasn't in a
It's got
legal
writing on
size
it.
envelope.
That's why it's sketchy.
And I don't trust him because his uncle is an attorney, okay? And his
Okay.
uncle can do
What does
all
that have to
types
do with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute, I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went. And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You said everything went good, right?
And it did.
And it
what she
did,
said.
and it was fair that day, right?
Yes.
They swabbed her mouth correctly.
The person appeared to be wearing PPE and the person appeared to work, for that service. And the test itself went well, but behind the scenes, Your Honor.
And it
a lot
appears
goes
that
on.
these results are directly from the testing place. And he's not the father.
He is the father. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Your
Let
Honor.
me tell you not. No, he's not.
He's the father.
He's not. So you're
You're
going
lost.
to argue with DNA testing.
Your Honor, he is the father. 72 hours. He has
He
a tattoo
is not
on
the
his private
father.
parts. He was the
He
only
is
one
not
there. I
the
know.
father. He is not the father.
Show
How
me your
many
tattoo.
times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was way too much, by the way.
You have a tattoo.
excuse me. You know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
Can we
you
do a
are not the
retest?
father, which means that you will not be placed on any type of child support or anything today. Now, you, Miss McKinney, you do have the right to petition someone else who you may think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him.
Despite earlier saying the test process was smooth and professional, Miss McKinney now claims something shady might have happened behind the scenes. The judge pushes back. These are official lab results, and the evidence is clear. But Miss McKinney isn't letting go. She says she knows it's him because of a tattoo on his private parts. Yes, you heard that right. A tattoo. This case just hit soap opera levels. 1 minute we're talking science, the next we're in tattoo territory. Where's this even going? The courtroom descends into chaos. Miss McKinney is adamant that this man is the father. The alleged dad, on the other hand, starts suggesting maybe she just doesn't remember being with someone else. The tension turns from angry to outright messy. Judge Vonda tries her best to regain control, but both parties keep clapping back like it's a reality show reunion. Drama aside, the DNA says he's not the father.
There is
Is
a
it time to move
probability
on?
of something else, though.
Okay.
You were probably with somebody else, too, within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor, you tried it.
There's no shade, just facts.
It's very possible. It's
So,
very likely.
How is it possible?
Because there were like 6 or 7, 8 hours stretches during that time where I didn't see you or know where you were. I don't know what you were doing. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't even remember this other guy. It's possible with the rate you were going in those days. So I'm willing to grant you that you may not have been lying.
man.
You may
Okay.
not have been lying about thinking that I was the only white guy you were with.
Well, just answer my question. Do you have a tattoo on your private part?
I have a birthmark that kind of looks like a bird. Maybe
No,
that's
it
what you
says
thought.
Mississippi long. Do you have that tattoo?
Okay,
No.
well, you know what? This is what we're
Never
about to
been
do.
to Mississippi.
This is what we're about to do. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I've already said what the results were, which means I'm dismissing this case. You are more than welcome to bring another case. And if his account is true that you don't remember, you can bring another case after that. But the court is here to assist you. So if there are no more questions and nothing further, which it shouldn't be.
Judge Vonda puts her foot down. The case is dismissed. No child support, no legal responsibility, nothing. But she offers Miss McKinney the option to file against someone else if new evidence comes up. Despite the ruling, Miss McKinney is still yelling across the courtroom, convinced this guy is the dad. The ex, meanwhile, Looks like he just dodged a legal bullet. DNA doesn't lie, but heartbreak and resentment sure complicate the picture. In the final explosive moments, the courtroom tension hits its peak. Miss McKinney hurls more accusations, while the ex hits back with personal jabs. It's no longer about the child, it's about pride, hurt, and unhealed wounds. Judge Vonda ends the chaos and dismisses the case, reminding Miss McKinney that court is here to help, if she's got facts, not feelings. Was Miss McKinney truly seeking justice or closure? So what happened here? Under Texas law, child support depends on proof of paternity. Since DNA ruled the alleged father out, he's not on the hook legally, no matter how strong the emotions are. Judge Vonda handled the chaos with poise, sticking to the facts and keeping things fair. This case shows how important truth and evidence are in family court, especially when lives and futures are involved. If you found this case as jaw-dropping as we did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on the wildest real-life court stories. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think was really in the wrong here? Let's talk about it.